Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into IBM's 2025 Cost of a Data Breach report. And let me tell you, it reveals a fascinating paradox right at the heart of modern technology. The whole thing really boils down to one huge question. Is artificial intelligence our greatest cybersecurity weapon, or is it our most dangerous weakness? As we're about to see, the answer is, well, it's complicated.
Okay, let's kick things off with a number that honestly is pretty surprising. For the first time in 5 years, the global average cost of a data breach has actually gone down. It dropped 9% to $4.44 million. On the surface, that sounds like amazing news, right?
But hold on, because this is where the story starts to get really interesting. While the global average fell, the cost in the United States jumped up by 9%, hitting an all-time record high of over $10 million. So what in the world is going on here? How can these two things be moving in completely opposite directions?
So, what's behind this split? Well, the report points to one single, powerful force at the center of it all.
And you probably guessed it, that force is AI. We're seeing this incredible arms race play out. AI is at the heart of both the good news and the bad. It's making some companies safer than ever, but it's also creating brand new and incredibly expensive ways for things to go wrong.
First, let's explore the dark side of this paradox. How exactly is AI becoming a new playground for cybercriminals?
The report flags this huge new threat it calls shadow AI. This is basically the unsanctioned use of AI tools by employees. Think about your team using public AI platforms to do their work, but without any kind of company approval or security oversight. It's a massive blind spot. And the price tag for that blind spot? It is absolutely staggering. Breaches that involve a high level of this shadow AI add on average another $670,000 to the final cost. That is a huge penalty for a lack of internal control.
So when attackers find these weak spots, what are they going for? Well, they aren't just guessing. This chart shows they are laser-focused on customer personal information, or PII. They know exactly where the most valuable data is hiding inside these unprotected systems.
And it's not just about employees creating vulnerabilities. The bad guys are all in on this tech. The report found that 1 in every 6 data breaches now involves the attackers themselves using AI, which makes their methods faster, way more sophisticated, and a whole lot harder to detect.
And how are they using it? Well, the data shows two main tactics: AI-generated phishing scams and deepfake impersonations. Basically, AI is being used to perfect the art of the con, creating incredibly believable scams to trick employees into just handing over the keys to the kingdom.
Okay, so that's the threat. It's pretty scary. But now let's flip the coin and look at the other side of this paradox, how AI is also becoming our most powerful defender in this fight.
And the savings here are just wow. Organizations that really lean into using security AI and automation save on average $1.9 million per breach compared to those who don't. That is a completely game-changing amount of money.
And the benefit isn't just financial. These same tools dramatically cut down response times. We're talking about reducing the time it takes to find and stop a breach by a full 80 days. That's nearly 3 months of saved time, money, and of course reputation.
So here it is, the paradox in plain sight. On one side, uncontrolled shadow AI adds over $500,000 to your costs. On the other, properly used security AI saves you almost $2 million. It's the same technology, just with wildly different results. So that begs the question, what's the deciding factor? What separates the companies that win with AI from those that get burned by it? The report points to one critical thing: governance. And this right here really gets to the core of the issue. A huge majority of breached organizations, 63%, simply have no AI governance policies at all. They're adopting the tech at lightning speed without creating the rules to manage it safely.
Now, get ready for this next number, because it's just wild. Among the organizations that had a security breach specifically because of AI, an almost unbelievable 97% of them didn't have the right access controls on their AI systems. It's practically a universal failure among the victims.
And this quote from the report just sums it all up perfectly. AI remains largely unchecked as adoption outpaces both security and governance. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? Businesses are racing to innovate, but they're leaving the back door wide open because security just can't keep up.
So how do we fix this? The final section of the report actually lays out some clear, actionable steps for everyone.
The report doesn't just point out the problem, it gives us a 5-step playbook. First up, fortify identities. Lock down who gets access to what. Next, elevate AI data security. Protect the data that fuels your AI. Then, and this is a big one, connect security and governance so they're actually working together. After that, use AI security tools. You gotta fight AI with AI. And finally, improve resilience. Have a solid plan to bounce back when things inevitably go wrong.
So, what's the one thing you should walk away with from this whole report? It's this. AI governance is no longer a nice-to-have policy you stick in a binder. It is now the single most critical factor that separates massive risk from immense reward in cybersecurity.
And we'll end with this final thought. Your organization is adopting AI. Everyone's is. But the real question is, are you governing it? Because as AI gets woven into the very fabric of your business, the biggest risk might not be the technology itself, but our own failure to manage it.